Southwest Florida 479-5592. Email and text Steele at 925foxnews.com. This is kind of a big deal. And I think it's something that when you hear the details, that you will say, not only do I want to be involved, I want to be involved right now. I want to know more about it. This is something that many people in the past have talked to me about and said, is there anything like this? Does this exist? And if it doesn't exist, it needs to exist, and somebody needs to do something about it. So you've got Kevin Sabides and Anton Cipri, who are joining us in studio. Kevin, as you know, is AMCO Bonita Springs. My good friend Kevin, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Drew. Thanks for having us on.
Anton, good to see you. How are you doing?
Good morning, Drew.
Good to see you both here. All right, so let's talk about this, Kevin. This is something that we've talked about on numerous occasions. I've told you in the past that if this was something that existed out there, that there would be a ton of people that would want to be involved, that would want to be a part of this, and it looks like you've done it. So talk about what it is.
Let's go back to the beginning. Basically, we started the American Spirit Movement out of a need that we felt, had to be out there for conservatives. There's so many different things going on, whether it's in the political world or, business world and things like that. A lot of things that we share a lot of common core, values and principles. And basically what we saw was, direction of the country. It's not in the best of direction right now, and we just felt, let's offer something that conservatives can throw their hand in the air and say, yeah, you know what, we share those values, we share those principles, and we'd like to do something about this.
Right. So, Anton, the American Spirit Movement comes along, and it's something, you've been in business before as well, and you know a lot about businesses and what they would like to do with other businesses, and so this was just a natural.
It is a natural, yep. It is. The crux of the American Spirit Movement is keeping conservative dollars in conservative pockets. And a way for us to identify each other with like minds, conservative business owners and conservative people that want to spend our dollars with other fellow conservatives.
Yeah. So how's this going to work, Kevin? So the American Spirit Movement, you're a business, you're somebody who just wants to do business with other conservatives. I mean, this is a great idea. And like I said to you before, and I've said to others, I can't tell you how many people come up to me and say, man, I wish I knew if this was a company that shared my values, if these were people that shared the values that I believe in when it comes to this great country. And so you just said, all right, this is something we need to make happen. So how does it work, the functionality?
Well, we're doing a couple of things here. First, the American Spirit Movement is what you're joining. This is going to be fueled by passion. So if you're a conservative business owner, you're a consumer that shares our same values and principles, if you want to say, yes, I want to support these businesses, you can join the American Spirit Movement. What we're literally doing is we're building a marketplace. Yeah. We're building a marketplace where businesses can join, consumers can identify themselves that, hey, I want to do that. And we're going to build different aspects of this that says, hey, I want to support them. We'll have different features in there as far as, if you're looking to hire as a conservative business, you can post that out there and you'll be able to find good quality candidates that you can get in front of you and, that you can interview. We'll have different aspects of business networking, different commerce. We're just excited about the opportunity that conservatives will finally have something they can do every day, that they can help their friends, their families, their coworkers, folks they go to church with. It's just a great thing.
Kevin Sabides from AMCO Bonita Springs, Anton Cipri is joining us this morning on Daybreak 92.5 Fox News. Both of them working together with others on the American Spirit Movement. And Anton, to that point, it's not just businesses, it's people. It's everyone who
consumers, yes.
Right, consumers in general, that they can go to this marketplace.
There's two places where we have power. One of them is in the voting booth, and the other one is with our dollars. And obviously, the voting booth isn't working. I think we've reached the tipping point.
Yeah.
And so what's left is the power of the dollar. And again, identifying each other with like minds about conservative values and principles, and being able to spend our dollars where we want to spend them. If you have two businesses identical, side by side, and the only thing that, service was the same, let's say take two dry cleaning businesses. Everything about them was identical, the product, the service, and everything else, but you knew one factor, and that is one was owned by a liberal-minded person and one is owned by a conservative-minded person. Given that choice, where would you spend your dollars? If you're liberal, you might spend it with the liberal business, but we want to be able to say, That's a conservative business owner. That's where I choose to spend my
So
dollars.
that's what the American Spirit Movement is all
That's a
about.
good part of it, and one thing I want to make very clear here is that I identified my business as a conservative business right here in Southwest Florida, and over the last 2+ years I've been working with you. We've seen just nothing but an increase in revenue, great client base, less pressure. There's just this inherent trust that we have with each other, and the point I want to make is it's amazing that when you look at the left, we're not talking about occupying anything, boycotting anybody, picketing anything, nothing like that. What we're talking about is nothing but positiveness. We just want to identify ourselves amongst ourselves and give you an opportunity that if you have that in the palm of your hand, in your mobile device or online at a desktop or what have you, that you can go and say, I want to get these things done this week. I want to get a haircut. I want to get my car worked on. I want to go and get some dry cleaning done. Could you go and search for that in your local marketplace? And that's what we're building.
So how, when you're talking about building this now, obviously building it costs money.
Right.
And it's easy to say, all right, the businesses want to come on board, people want to go to the website, and it's AmericanSpiritMovement.com. AmericanSpiritMovement.com. You can go to the website right now.
You can go there right now.
And get information. As a matter of fact, we would encourage you to go to the website. And when you go there, there's a place where you can get a link. You can link up for more information. Is there a button or something?
Yeah, if you're looking at the top right corner, there's a big blue button that says Learn More About the American Spirit Movement.
There you go. So how can people be a part of this? How do you get involved? What is going to take place? Because one of the things is, are you a nonprofit? Did you go that route?
No, we're a corporation. Obviously, everyone knows, all of our listeners this morning know how much hassling the nonprofits have received. We set this up as a corporation. We're going to pay our taxes. We've got overhead. We've got hard costs that we need to deal with. But you know what? We're totally willing to do that. So yes, we're crowdfunding. I want to make a couple of points here. One is we're trying to bring awareness to the American Spirit Movement. We're starting right here in Southwest Florida. This is a grassroots movement that we've started. And we're crowdfunding this. We've come together. We're local. The founding team that I have working with me, my production team, web team, security team, we're all just local business people who get it. And we're putting our time together, and we've laid the groundwork, the foundation for this. Now we need to frame it out. We need to put a roof on it. So we are in a crowdfunding.
So how do they do it? How do they get involved?
First thing you can do is go to the website, AmericanSpiritMovement.com. Look to the bottom left. If you get it, if you've heard enough already and you said, shut up, you had me at conservative movement with our voting with our dollars, you can go right to our the page that we have set up where you can buy, we're pre-selling membership. So you can go in there and you can buy a membership and you can say, I see the value and the benefit to doing this.
Don't forget about our local meetup on Wednesday night.
So what's going to happen here? So you're going to have a group together, what day and what time and where?
Let's back up a second here. We did a quick, just impromptu meeting. We had 40 people at the meeting. We're going to be at Bass Pro Shops this Wednesday, 6:15. It's over at Gulf Coast Town Center. And, the room holds about 70 or 80. I say we make a standard room only, but that's where you can get a lot more of the nuts and bolts behind this. We'll have a nice presentation. We respect your time. You guys are all working out there. You're working hard. You got your families and friends and everyone you're supporting, but we love it if you can come spend a little bit of time with us then.
Yeah, this is important because, again, I can't tell you how many people have said in the past, I would love to do business with a conservative business. There's a reason why we talk about being a conservative business. There are people that want to be involved with others. And now you have an opportunity, finally, and starting here in Southwest Florida, AmericanSpiritMovement.com, a chance for you to do just that. And to know the business a little more, to understand where they stand, that they hold the same values that you do. And if that's important to you, and I know for a lot of people it is, AmericanSpiritMovement.com, and you can go to the website, and you can also help out. It's important that you become a founding member, get started with this, and this really is something special, Kevin. It really is.
Thank you, Drew. I appreciate that. And one point, too, I'd like to make is that, we founded this on the same core foundational principles that our country was founded on. I mean, if you believe in smaller, less intrusive government, you believe in the free market, enterprise system, then you get it and you'll understand what we're doing.
Yeah, and there's a lot there, too, on the website when you're talking, Anton, about, for example, the process by which you find out if a business is conservative, making sure that they are, and
right.
the vetting process and all that.
Yeah.
It's something that will work out. It's there, the information on the website.
It is, yeah.
So, good stuff. All right, Kevin Sabides, Amco Bonita Springs, Anton Cipri joining us this morning on Daybreak 92.5 Fox News. Again, AmericanSpiritMovement.com. Go to the website, find out more. Click on the top right-hand side on the...
Yep, top right corner. There's a big blue button. In the bottom right, if you'd just like to reach out to us, you got any questions, any information you'd like back, there's a contact us link in there. So you just go fill that out, put in your email address, and we'll respond back.
And then
And make a difference on Wednesday,
Right.
6:15, Bass Pro Shops. Ask them at the front door, they'll guide you up to the meeting room.
All right, perfect. All right, gentlemen, this is good stuff. I'm telling you, I'm excited, and obviously we'll have you back. We'll talk about this more in the future as you start to build, and momentum is happening, and I know it's happening already.
It
so
is.
good stuff.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Drew.
Drew.
Appreciate it.
Good to see you.
You too.